Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Rolling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need him.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They run the counter, rolling. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd down, rolling. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff left, Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise, 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
They'll run on first down. Rolling. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw it is Locke. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
We're scoreless after 1. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Elliott running right, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On first down, rolling. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And outbounds right around the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Come on.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
down. 54.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 12.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Football's the mic. Mike's
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Check 42. 54, right there.
That's complete to Mooney. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
You better be afraid of me. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll go with Jones. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The give is to Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They go to Elliott again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run on 1st down. Rolling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Lock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. We own it. Mike 55. Check 55.
On 2nd down, rolling. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott caught on the right side by Jones. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Prescott to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, rolling. 64 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And he gets it down to the 32.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Rolling. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now to the air. Lock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Drops it to Jones into flat. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
It's just me and you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Cowboys, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.